Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for January the 16th. How do I do that? We had one that was flipped yesterday, too. Okay, so here to pull cards for January the 16th. We are going to be starting with an overall energy card. And then after that, we'll pull one card for each sign and see how those energies meld together. It is to your best benefit to listen to the overall energy sign before you slide forward to your sun sign, moon sign, rising sign, all of that good stuff. Let's see what shows up. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da. Okay, we've got the Five of Wands, and I think that'll have a little more contrast once I get these other cards down as well. So Five of Wands for overall energy really talks about the idea of, well, normally it talks about the idea of competition. I'm not so sure in this deck. Maybe scattered energy could be showing up here. Maybe some scattered energy. Trying to gather it, trying to get it together. That's generally Five of Wands energy, trying to get it together and running around putting out fires. All right, let's see how this plays out. I'm kind of curious to see what this feels like once we start getting the individual sign cards. Aries, Knight of Swords coming up in reverse. How does that play with the Five of Wands? Aries, I think that you're curious about a whole lot of different things that have to do with ways of communicating. This can have to do with body language. This can have to do with digital versions of communication. This may be that you're curious about different languages. There's something going on here where your curiosity is being piqued about multiple different means of communication and getting the word out to people. Okay. Words are spells. That's why we call it spelling. Taurus. Three of Cups showing up in reverse, along with that Five of Wands. Taurus, what really is coming through here for me on a more psychic level when I look at these cards is the idea that it's going to be really difficult for you to be there for your friends the way that you would normally like to today because you have some scattered energy. You have a few different things going on. And so you want to be really careful that your friends don't feel slighted in some way. I mean, we really can't help how other people feel, but we do want to also be sensitive and explain things in a tactful and eloquent way so that, they aren't having feelings about something that's really not personal to them, And if you explain it and they still have those feelings, you can't help that, but you know what I mean? You know what I mean, Blue Jean? Let's look at Gemini. Eight of Swords coming up here. Gemini, it looks to me like you're feeling like you really aren't getting any progress made, especially when it comes to thinking things over or communicating today, because you're going in a bunch of different directions trying to take care of things. So it's really impeding your normal thought processes on things because you're so busy just going all different directions. Next up, let's look at Cancer. Cancer. Three of Pentacles, Cancers. Cancers, I do think that you've got a lot going on today, and I think that a lot of what you have going on has to do with collaborations. Many of those collaborations may have to do with home or family. I do feel like you're managing to balance this all out and make it all work. It might feel really hectic to you, but I don't think that other people are going to be picking up on your stress level in accomplishing all of this. All right. So that's for Cancers. Next, we're looking at Leo. Leo. King of Wands showing up in reverse. Boop-ba-dee-doo-doo, boop-ba-da-doo. Body do do do. Okay, Leos, I think that, you feel really comfortable. You feel most comfortable when you're large and in charge. And that's not a bad thing. It's just a personality thing. Some people feel most comfortable when they're sort of fading into the fringes of things. It's just a personality thing. So please don't take any offense when I say this. But I think that there is uh, some kind of some I don't know if I want to say chaos or drama, although that's probably included. But I think that there's enough different things happening today that are not necessarily expected that you're not exactly feeling in charge right now. And this is, I feel like this is kind of uncomfortable for you. It's like, what would this be like? What's a good example? It's kind of like, it feels kind of like being on a train and not knowing where the destination is and what stop you should be getting off of, and just sort of having to think on your feet and go with the flow. That's what this feels like to me. So just go with the flow. Go with the flow. You don't have to be in charge of everything for it to turn out well. Might turn out well even without you being in charge. It's a possibility. Next up, we're going to look at Virgo. Two of Cups coming up in reverse. Virgos, this is just telling me that your day is going a little bit off the tracks. Not anything serious or long-standing, not anything with any huge, long-lasting impact, but things are just not going the way that you planned them today. There's a lot of extra stuff that is happening that has to be taken care of, and I think you're not really liking it. This is not you. This is not where you feel most comfortable. This is definitely out of your comfort zone here, is what I'm going to say. I don't think that you're having a hard time handling it. I just think you don't like it. Next up, let's look at Libra. Four of Cups coming up in reverse for Libras. Libras, it looks to me like you might be getting some lemons today, but you're making them into lemonade. You're doing just fine with those. So Four of Cups in reverse says that the idea that maybe there's a lot of distractions, that you're having to scatter your energy around, that wasn't really what you were hoping for today. You were hoping to be able to focus on something. However, you're able to rebound pretty quickly, as in you're seeing the opportunities that are showing up in front of you that you hadn't really planned on. And I think you're taking action on those opportunities. You're not moping around or having a pity party just because things aren't the way you thought they would be. All right. Next up, we're looking at Virgo. Okay, so wait, that was Libra. That can't be Virgo. This is Scorpio. Scorpio. Okay, so Scorpios, what we have showing up here is the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles just says that we are going a whole bunch of different directions. And as we're going those different directions, each one of them is some kind of opportunity for income or for some type of reward. And so I think that we're just handling it. It's kind of part of taking care of business for us. All right. So that's Scorpios. Next up, let's look at Sagittarius. Okay, so Sagittarius, Five of Cups showing up in reverse. Five of Cups and the Five of Wands. So definitely this is a day of change. Very interesting. Looks like you're forgiving something. You're probably forgiving multiple somethings or multiple people for doing similar somethings today. Or if you're not forgiving, maybe you're just letting it go. These people may or may not have come to you and asked for your forgiveness. People don't have to ask to be forgiven before we forgive them. Sometimes for our own sakes, it helps us to let things go or forgive people just so that it lightens our load that we're carrying of negative energy. So I do think that there is this idea of letting something go, letting go of some old kind of resentments or hurts, disappointments, injuries, whatever it is, and allowing yourself to be more open for some more positive experiences moving forward, showing up here. And like I said, I don't think this is just one thing. I think this is a multiple forgiveness situation. Okay. And who was that? Yep, that was Sagittarius. Next up, we're looking at Capricorn. And so, Capricorns, we have the Magician showing up in reverse. And so, with the Magician in reverse, what do we have? What do we have? Oh, okay. I think that you are definitely trying to accomplish something today, Capricorn, but there's lots of distractions, and that's making it really frustrating for you. The other thing with the Magician in reverse, those distractions may be keeping you from whatever your normal spiritual practice is today. So you may be kind of forgetting to include Spirit in your day and asking Spirit to help things to work out more smoothly for you. So good day if you're watching this early to remember to find a way to include spiritual practice, or at least a little whispered prayer under your breath while you're driving, or something to include Spirit as you're dealing with all these distractions today, to lighten the load and let Spirit help you lighten the load. So who was that? That was Capricorn? Yes. Next up is Aquarius. Okay, so Aquarius, you guys have the Four of Wands showing up here. Four of Wands with the Five of Wands. What's happening here? Okay, Aquarius, some of you are realtors that are showing several different homes today. Obviously, that's going to be the minority. It might be one or two of you. Oh my gosh, I just happened to realize I do have a realtor friend who is an Aquarius. Interesting. I hope she's not the only Aquarius watching this. The other thing that can be going on here is there could be lots of distractions going on in the home or in the family as well. There could be some kind of celebration and just a lot going on at the celebration. A lot of people that you don't normally see, that type of thing. So really a good day to enjoy the distractions, or if you're the realtor showing homes, a good day to enjoy being busy. But if it has to do with home and family, and especially if it has to do with a celebration, it's a good day to enjoy the distractions. Give yourself a little bit of a break and allow yourself to do that. All right, next up, we're looking at Pisces. Pisces, Ace of Wands showing up here. Do, 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 do. All right, Pisces, I think you're having an overflow of really great, inspiring ideas today. This would be a good day to be carrying a notebook and writing these ideas down so that they don't drift away and you have a chance to get back to them. Good for you. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here today. I do appreciate all your kind support. Thank you for the thumbs ups, for sharing this videos with others who may benefit from them, and for comments down below. Looking forward to reading for some of you personally a little bit later today. And the rest of you, I'll see back on the next video. Peace out.